What is happening, guys? Mike here, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with a segment I started a long time ago, one that I had every intention of keeping up, but one that unfortunately fell through the cracks. We are back at it today though, and we got what I think is a killer matchup here. We're taking two sprays from two popular brands and putting them up against each other to see which one's better. Man, I gotta tell you, I am so pumped for today. I've been waiting to do this for a very long time. This is Product Punchout. Alright guys, once again, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate all you awesome people checking out my video. I really got to apologize though, first of all, to you guys that have been subscribed since the first episode of Product Punchout. It has been a full year since I did the first episode, and I tell you guys, I was so excited to start that segment. I really had so many plans for it. And then before I knew it, review requests just started pouring in, and then collabs happened, and then things like Behind the Brew happened, and then suddenly Product Punchout just got pushed further and further down the list. But the other week, I was looking at my list of videos, which is still nuts, by the way. You know, I get 5 to 7 review requests a week, so my schedule is just slammed right now. But I was looking at it, and I just decided it's been too long. I want to do a Product Punchout. I love reviewing, but this channel is more than reviews, so it's high time that we show it. If you're new to the channel though, go back and watch the first episode of Product Punchout where I talk about my inspiration for this segment, which obviously was Robin James. I thought his brand battles were a lot of fun to watch, and I immediately had a lot of ideas for my own matchups and some things that I would do with this on my own, and kind of put my own little spin on it here for you guys and hopefully make it just as enjoyable. But before we go further in this and get in today's matchup, let's take a quick second and acknowledge today's subscriber spotlight. Today the spotlight is on Ruin Van Schalkwijk and his modern quiff that was pre-styled with Original by Blumon and post-styled with Claymation from Hans de Foucault. As usual, I'm very sorry if I butchered your name. I'm terrible with pronunciations, but I think we can all agree that that style looks awesome. Big thanks to you for sending that in. And if you guys want to be featured in an upcoming video, info will be in the description there for you guys to check out. Now though, let's put on our game faces and get down to business. Today we're putting two texture sprays up against each other from two very popular brands, and we're going to be scoring them in a series of categories to determine which one's better. Entering the virtual ring today is the Daimon Barber Texture Tonic, or Texture Spray, and the Baxter of California Clay Effect Spray. The Texture Tonic from Daimon Barber combines the control and texture of a sea salt spray with added volume to the hair by thickening each strand from root to tip. It also provides a lot of control to the hair when activated by a blow dryer. The Baxter Clay Effect Spray claims to create that special clay effect in the hair using just this spray that actually doesn't have any clay in it at all. Essentially what it does is it uses specialized ingredients to mimic the clay effect in the hair, and it also strives to thicken the hair and provide texture and control. Now we're going to be looking at a couple of different categories today, some of which are new and some of which are, pretty standard. The first we're going to be taking a look at is packaging, presence, which is basically how it feels in my hair or its presence in my hair, the finish, the hold it provides, the styling by itself, or styling 1 as it's on the sheet there, styling 2, which is basically styling alongside another product, rinsing, and finally value. Now just like in the first one, I got a couple questions about the categories. I decided that styling alone and together was beneficial to look at here because some people do use these by themselves and some people like me like to use them alongside other products. So it's very important to judge whether they can do both adequately and as described. I did leave out a couple categories like ingredients and scent. I really don't think either of those mattered as much as the actual performance of each product, but each of the categories are worth 1 point, and the one who gets the most at the end is the winner. Pretty straightforward. So let's not put it off any further and get going with the first category, packaging. You know, I gotta be honest with you guys, looking at both of them right here, I feel like each of these actually has a very good package, there's nothing here that really stands out to me as anything problematic. Both labels look really good. The bottles and the sprayers are good. There's no leaks, there's no clogs in either of the sprayers, which is a problem in some sprayers. Actually, it's clogged. It's really annoying. And really looking at the Baxter bottle here, it has a nice touch with it being glass. I think that was a very nice touch there. And really, I think everyone loves the look of the Daimon Barber line. So in the end, I gotta award a point to each product in this category. And no, we're not gonna do it like this the entire video. I promise we will have a winner. It's just this category, I think they both look pretty good. So I'm gonna give them both a point in the packaging category. Moving on though to our next one, the presence. This requires us to actually use the product, and it takes a little bit of testing to properly score. Starting first with Baxter of California. I'm using both of the products the exact same way here, starting with damp hair, of course, and then using between 6 and 8 sprays around my head, which is actually recommended by Baxter for thicker hair types. I then blow dry it in to bring forth the feel and finish of the product. Surprisingly here, we can see it actually has a bit of shine to it, and it's also quite sticky as well. Moving on now to the Daimon Barber texture spray. We're doing the exact same thing here, putting in about 6 to 8 sprays, making sure to spread it all around and working it completely into my hair, and then blow drying until fully dry. Here though, we can see an obvious major difference in this final result though. This one is much more dry, matte, full of volume and texture, unlike the Baxter spray where it was kind of damp, sticky, and almost shiny. Really, I think it's pretty obvious that Daimon Barber gets the point for presence in the hair. I think the Baxter clay effect here doesn't feel hardly at all like what it was described to be. It's more shiny and almost greasy really, and no, I didn't use too much. I used the recommended amount of sprays for my hair type. I think we can go ahead and also award the point here for finish as well, being that is the case. One's shiny and one looks a little more natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and award a point to Daimon Barber for the finish as well. Now for hold, we can again refer back to the styles here that we just achieved. We can see that in all honesty, they are somewhat similar in hold, but in my opinion, the Baxter spray has a higher level of actual hold inside the hair. So for this category, I am awarding them the point. By giving Baxter the point for hold, I'm not saying by any means that the hold in Daimon Barber spray is inadequate or low or anything like that. It's more than adequate by itself, actually. It's great, but I do have to be fair in my assessments, and comparing the two here, the Baxter does have a little bit more hold. That though leads us into the styling one category, which really is an overall impression of each one here by itself. And by looking back at the previous categories and taking everything into consideration, I would have to say that the Daimon Barber texture spray works a little bit better by itself. And although the Baxter spray does have a little bit more hold, the Daimon Barber spray has more overall results as far as texture, volume, presence, and finish goes. The Baxter Clay Effect spray honestly feels a bit greasy to me, like I just said, so that's why I awarded the point to Daimon Barber in this category. Now, it doesn't take a genius to kind of see where things are going here. I'm sure most of you guys can kind of see where the end result is going to be, so there's really no sense in dragging it on at this point. For styling 2, I tested this product alongside other products to see if it would work seamlessly or put up a fight. For the Baxter spray, I used a scoop of the upcoming brand new Wax Zero from By Villain. This is also a very brief sneak peek at this product. As I work it in and begin styling, I think some of the shine and greasiness does transfer a bit to the final product, but overall it does not stop the wax from styling my hair, and it works alongside it nicely. For the Daimon Barber spray now, I used a couple scoops of the new Monarch by Blumon. I think this combo works really well here, and the two products actually complement each other very well. And as you can see, they work together really seamlessly again, and really just use the attributes of each product together to enhance the style and take it to the next level. In the end though, I did award a point to each product in this category. Moving on now though to rinsing, which is a pretty straightforward category here. Which one rinses out with just water, or which one needs shampoo, or which one puts up a fight. The Daimon Barber rinsed out with just water, leaving no trace of it in my hair. The Baxter spray though didn't fully rinse out. I still saw some of that dampness and shine left over after rinsing, and it did take a full shampoo. So being as the Daimon Barber spray actually rinsed out and the other one needed shampoo, they get the point in this category. And with that, we are on to our last category, value. I'm gonna try and just make this easy for everyone and just go off of the US dollar price. I realize it might vary slightly for you guys outside the US, but the value should be somewhat similar. The Daimon Barber spray sells for $27.98 for 3.38 ounces. And in the US, they do charge $4.99 for shipping. So that brings the total to $32.94, which breaks down to approximately $9.74 an ounce. Now the Baxter spray comes in a 4-ounce bottle and sells for $27 even. According to their site, US shipping is $5.95, so that total becomes $32.95, which then breaks down to $8.23 an ounce. Looking at the numbers here, it's actually pretty clear that Baxter gives you more product for your dollar. So in this category, I got to award them the point for value. But with that being our last category, we can see here now that getting that last point wasn't quite enough to seal the deal for Baxter of California. And as we can see here, with a score of 7-4, the Daimon Barber Texture Tonic wins the product Punch-Out. You know what, guys, I really gotta tell you, I just really like the Texture Tonic. The Baxter spray to me just doesn't perform in the way it's described to perform. I have no doubt some of you there might find some good use for it if you got super thick hair or you don't mind it adding in a little shine, but for me, I really love the results I get from the Daimon Barber Texture Spray. Now also, it's really important to mention that this video is not sponsored. Actually, neither of the brands had any idea I was even making this, so there's no reason for bias anywhere in my decision here. As far as what's next for product Punch-Out, I'm actually gonna leave it up to you guys to decide. Now that Daimon Barber has beaten Baxter, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide what goes against this in the next round. How I'm going to do this, for starters, is I want you guys to comment down below on what sprays you think should go up against this one. After that, I'm going to make a poll, probably on the community section of the channel here on YouTube, which you guys should all be checking and engaging with, by the way. I post a ton of stuff there, so you guys need to be checking that. But I am going to create a poll, and then the one chosen from that will go up against this one, and then we will repeat the process until we can officially crown one spray the best. Also, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun making it. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button, and again, if you haven't yet subscribed, you need to do that right now. You just need to do it. There's really no other way to say it. You guys just need to click the button. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by the channel today and checking out this video. I will be back with you guys again real soon. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.